is corona inquest. Don't sell that to us. Don't sell that to us. So if somebody in Wumi's circle, not just a staff, not a neighbor, the blood sister, could give an insight. And before Karimo actually spoke out, millions of Nigerians know that as we speak, it is looking likely that Mohbad's death came from within that house. Nobody even knew anything about phone. Police don't know whether there is another phone hidden. Police don't know whether, I don't know whether there is a railing in Mohbad's house or not. So if that information filters out, a reasonable investigator will go to the house and check if there were actually railings or not. So what we should do as a matter of urgency, if you can help them, the legal team, the justice for Mohbad, you need to do that, because if you don't take that step, all of us will look stupid at the end of the day. There is nothing much the coroner will do. Is when you get to a stage like that, when it's court, what they will tell you is bring evidence. The police that are supposed to investigate and drag out evidence, if you don't make them work, they will not do anything. They will not do anything. I am telling you the honest truth. If anybody would want to hear the truth today, if you rely on the coroner inquest until Karimo live video court, the conclusion will be we need you to prove this beyond reasonable doubt. But the only institution that is allowed under the law to investigate the allegation Karimo brought up are the police. And there is no way they will investigate without arresting Wumi. Arresting Wumi is not that she is guilty. But that is the only way they can move close to knowing whether that allegation is true. If it was a false information, she might still pay. Karimo might still pay. But how can they make this kind of allegation? If you take this allegation, I will say my own truth. You can really rely and sit and wait for coroner inquest. Coroner inquest that was not initiated by Lagos State government. They wrote to Lagos State government, Ministry of Justice. Somebody wrote to them. So if truly you don't want to deceive yourself in silence, Amy, diplomacy pẹ̀lú irọ́ ni ò ní talent yẹn. Àfi tí màá fẹ́ dá sí ra ẹbí ọmọ ṣe. I don't know how to do it. I have lived well enough. Ayé tí mo pé mo wà nù ayé mo ti bí. Ìwọ̀nba tí ọ̀fẹ́ wúlò tó kù tí ọ̀ma lò, you do it and ensure that you contribute the right thing to the progress of your country. Gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lè máa fi máa bú olóṣèlú. There is no way killing people irrationally within the house can stop. If all of us are not united to say that when it comes to cases like this, let the truth be told. Let the truth come out. Because if you think because it's social media, because of the nonsense empathy and nonsense emotion, and you support this, what happens if tomorrow they kill you? Are you the one to... It is the duty of the people behind to ensure that they fight for the person, so that another person will not be killed irrationally, including your son, including your brother. So whether we like it or not, those vital information, the police must be able to come back, because if the justice for Mohbad will not come together, and if you don't do it by sending this petition, this additional information, and say, police, we add so and so. Of course, you will rely on intelligence reports. You have to rely on information. If you know something, say something. Somebody is claiming to know something now, and this is the person coming out with a bold face. She has a name. It is not even a matter of we are trying to protect the source. We don't want to this witness or this person making this categorical confession is even very close to the person. Now that this information are there, all you need to do is go to that house and then re-invite all those people involved in this case. Because all of them should know that if the investigation with this new information turns out to be true, they might likely go down. Promise money Calvary that evidence, they might not be able to help them. There is no sense in aiding and abetting murder, knowing fully well that the consequence karma only for any but I make sure people to baby you talk about show you one man that all of them you thought you were fear room that fear don't buy that why you don't pay ni damu when I preserve your life and I will ensure that every child you have talk about till daytime for cross here and I'll be taking them, then you feel the pain. I feel the pain and then I want to have them here, they should come and help you now. We're not saying we don't know who killed him. Every I didn't ask her to stop. None of the justice for Mohbad asked Karimo to speak. None of the justice for Mohbad, not even the father of Mohbad, asked Karimo to speak or say what she's saying. So if you adapt law and you cannot consider the fact that whether it is true or not, if it is physical, if you are that intelligent, won't you go back and check the railings and say, Oshua, yes, the railings were there a day before. Are you sure? If it gets to the place and find out that there was evidence that the railings were even there a day before, because social media, that way, you do a lot of videos you don't know. There is no way those that killed Mohbad will not leave one or two traces. They cannot cover all the tracks. They can never. Go and I can beat my chest, except the police do not want to work. No matter how many people were covering the lies, except the police do not, there is no way you commit a natural murder that you will cover all your tracks. There is no way. So don't be deceived. It's quite shameful that after the police had already made us look like they've done their best, they've done everything. Meanwhile, part of their best should have included taking into custody Yomi and every other person with it. So the missing link was that they were soft on Yomi. And it's shameful that at the end of the day, Yomi, a family close to me, is the one coming out to tell us that now a phone has been taken, which consists of major evidences. The railings of the house are evidences of physical and domestic violence. What are we talking about? Corona. If it is true that Corona inquest was initiated from the camp of Yomi, what are we talking about? We must stand and ensure that those in charge of those heading the Corona inquest, the judge, all of them, they follow the law. We will look into details, every action, step they are taking. It is your right to stand and ensure that the right things are done in this kind of case as a citizen of this country. It's not something you'll be scared of. So we should engage the police. The police are there to do this. The police they will never tell you that the police are not interested in anybody killing another person. They are not interested. They don't want anybody to be killed. So for you to think police will want to cover, the only thing you can blame police for is negligence, or there was an oversight, or there is compromise within the police rank, one or two persons. They are trying to like, or they just go sentimental. And we can't really blame the police fully too, because at the initial stage of the Mohbad's announcement of Mohbad's death, all eyes were on the wrong set of people. Whether wrong or right, all eyes were on another set of people. So it is natural, the normal Ojuanu, to not think of doing the right thing by saying, Madam, you are with your husband 24 hours before he died, and with the look of things, this man died. If he died 2 hours before you tell the police as the wife, and you are in the same house with him, you should be able to know quickly what killed him. There is no way. If somebody came into the house and killed him, or he died then you should be able to know. Tell them as the wife, and you are in the same. If somebody dies and reports were made quickly, police will look at who were there, who probably have entered into the house, and all of things like that. Do you understand? So it's sacrosanct. It's quite important. So we're going to be appealing to the entire Justice for Mohbad team. Compress and burn all the videos of Karimo. That is the way to go. If you really want the police to act fully, we can only call for the arrest of Wunmi. If police want to act, they can say, okay, from that, what we saw on social media, that's the vital information. They might have contacted Karimo, and if Karimo should supply them additional information that looks like there is likelihood that it is true, or there is need for them to now go deep, they will hold whatever evidence she has given to them, and then they will switch. But we are all human beings. This is somebody in their camp. This is the blood sister. And if she could come out and talk, is it that the spirit of Mohbad is pushing and asking for justice? And this is a sign that because of Enyoko, it could lead to something catastrophic. If the justice system, if the government and those in power do not do the needful, you would think Mohbad, and the body and the spirit is insisting, is giving signs. When things like that are happening, it's probably God is passing a message that do the right thing gradually. And those in authority will like, what do we do? If you need to do it, because if they don't, that somebody like Karimo could come out and talk. It's not a child's play. Karimo has not committed any crime by coming to speak the truth or speak her own truth. She has not done anything wrong. That I'm your family does not mean I can bottle up anything you have done wrong for a long time. I'm not able to support murder. So we need to understand that it is something that has to do with the soul of this country. Murder is not kid's glove. School. You want your children to go to work, and then they go in peace and come back in peace. You don't want a situation where anybody can just wish I can kill my child or kill your child, and then everybody mama tell it's over a month now. It's over here. Just allow it. Justice, when well served, even if it won't recover who had been killed, it will forestall a repeat. When we do our movies, we take our time to mirror the society and ensure that our stories educate and caution people from committing crime. And that has in turn helped the society, the government, even the police, so that crimes will not be on a large scale. So when I speak like this, I'm not speaking because I'm And as a matter of fact, all of them might have even been my enemy, or they might not even be my fan. That is not the point here. I am a human rights consultant and ambassador. And I'm speaking because I am promoting the frontiers of human rights. Mohbad has got right to life. If it is certain he was killed, then it is imperative for the government that we all voted for. And we voted for few people to be in charge of our commonwealth. It is not because they are better human beings. It is not because they are superhuman. It is not because they cannot be challenged. It is not because we don't have a right to ask them to use our resources at that position to do the right thing in society. It is not. It is because it is our duty to support the government and the police in cases like this, so that even when they kill a government official, when they kill a police officer, justice is served. So naturally, in this case of murder, in this case of homicide, in this case of that is obvious to all of us that this is likely a case of whether it is a case of genuine or a false information. The police are duty bound to investigate, and there is no way they will investigate. There will not be a pre-arrest. So it is very important. And it's about more. Don't come around and think, because it's not about gender. Everybody should ask ourselves, how did it turn around to be that everybody wants to she likely to be responsible? Everybody has got right to also clean and absorb themselves. Don't forget that in the course of fighting for this Mohbad, you have cancelled somebody's career. And if in your conscience and honesty, including those in the camp of who they are now accusing now, and what you will any cancel career, any now think about it. How will that person be feeling? That what if I was around? What if my children and wife did not? What if I did not run? What if they have killed me, thinking I was the one that killed Mohbad? So if you look at the whole scenario going around the case, if new information are coming out, why should any reasonable person think it is out of place for us to ask that the police should act? Where was the evidence that you all saw when you demanded that Naramali should be arrested for the death of Mohbad? Were they not investigated? Were they not arrested? Why should any other person should be bigger in this case? These terrible people asking that now that an allegation was brought up, where was the evidence that all of us had that showed that Samilari killed Mohbad before he was arrested and investigated? Where was the evidence that we all had before Naramali was asked to return from abroad? And it's yes, where were the evidences? But police are duty bound to investigate. And in the course of investigation, they will bring you in for questioning. And then, the little things when people were able to trust and the few information police have, and when they realize that, okay, stay there. We are treating case of murder now. From allegations we've received. You cannot tell the police not to invite you if it is a case of murder. Things are meant to be done the right way. So certainly we should ask our conscience, do we really want to get better as people? Can we continue like this and expect that all our courses on politicians will be effective? Will they work? Unlike Europe, You all love to sit and be raised with lies. And if look at this person, I don't want to use negative words. He said there were videos of bullying. We're talking about murder. They don't even, you have to know the difference. Do you know why the police have yet to even charge Samilari and the rest based on bullying? Because they are still investigating case of murder. Social media. But we just have to live together because social media is just like the normal do on a everybody must have the opportunity to express themselves. So the question is this: if the police gets this complaint, that is what I expect them to do. That is why they should arrest her now. If they fail to take action, everybody that is asking for justice for Mohbad will be looking stupid. And it will mean that the police are deliberately inciting, like making us like impossible. And when people are aggrieved, and the law says do not put laws into your hands, inform the authority, and they will see the best they can make out of it. If the authority, the police, the government, and the court are duly informed and they choose not to do anything, it is a call for anarchy. Anarchy looms. And if you love your society, you must be able to write and speak up and say whether it is true or not. If it is a credible information, what stops you in investigating? If you are still investigating, and you are investigating with public funds, and that is what we're talking about. So the fact remains that you, in your conscience, you were typing, and all of your activities, all your talking, everything led to the arrest and investigation of Samilari, Prime Boy, Naramali. Those people who probably in the last 1 week or 2 weeks were not even close to where Mohbad was. And the things that likely caused the death of Mohbad must have happened if, from all indication, it looked like what killed Mohbad is something that was done to him within 48 hours or 24 hours before he died. But we were able to look at the few information we had, with or without evidence, and we went to say, ẹni tó wà ní máìlì mẹ́jọ ó possible kò jẹ́ òun ló máa ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ pé ó ti rí gbẹ̀yìn bóyá ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì. It's still part of investigation. Police did not discard it. They went for them and asked them, let us investigate you. And they came back. I want you to share with Mohbad now. So now the question is, why would you, when an allegation has come up again, why would anybody in his right and to be more here, to be now, the police as an institution, of a credible institution, will say no, it's irrelevant. We are not going to do that. Knowing fully well that any two other that were accused, you see, the woman that is being accused was not properly even investigated as a suspect from beginning. Because if they have done the job and do the right thing from beginning, maybe they would have seen all of these things like Karimo is just saying now. So the question is, why did the police do the right thing? Because from the report the commissioner of police then read out, nothing shows that Yomi was properly investigated. And if they have interrogated her, maybe they just did it casually. Now that information are coming up, they should go back. That is not too much to say. That is not too much to say. Tani meeting with the arrested. Tani any kini palapala. Tani mi ò ráyè Ansajan Lucky o. Mi ò ráyè Ansajan Lucky. Gbogbo wa mi ò mi chere mi ma po fonu film. Yo nǹkan tí n bá mọ̀ ṣe tí bá ti face I will tell you clearly that justice for Mohbad is a legitimate call. It is a right of the society. When cases like this come up, the right of a victim, the right of the defendant, and the right of the public must be upheld and protected by the prosecutors. It is a law. That you want to know what killed Mohbad is your right. Nobody on earth can ask you to keep quiet or stay away. It is your right. If you stand there, you cannot go to jail because of that. It's your right. Your right, you have right to even attend court proceedings if you have a chance. Because that is the only way the society can get better. So stop entertaining unnecessary ignorance and fear. If you are 18 years plus 1 day, you have a duty to defend not only the integrity of this society in Nigeria, but the prosperity and growth and peace of this country. But if you don't know who you are, if you don't know why you are being raised, if you don't know who your parents are, if you are not raised properly, you will just want to live, play around, and just get out of the country or do whatever and don't care about Nigeria. Thinking those elected are the only ones that should be having sleepless nights on anything that concerns Nigeria. Then you will be thinking, why is it so difficult? We keep having problem from one leader to the other. We will condemn this particular government, and then we will all put our mouth together and say, bring in another one. They will bring in another one. And we will start saying, that one that we condemn is even better than this one. Let's check ourselves, the citizens. We are not looking at the fundamental problem of the Nigerian society. We always look at the peripheral, the things that can simply be said about the problem of Nigeria. With the problems, we are always hiding and we're not even talking about our own contribution to the problem of this country. How will the police know the truth? If those people that were there to come out and speak the truth are hiding, shut up, Mama, torture on. Shut up, Mama, you won't see what I said. I want to say no to torture. And then people that know the truth are either scared to speak up, or are not bold enough to speak up, or don't even know that not speaking up will be detrimental not only to their today, but to their future. How would I want to support anybody who committed a murder? I don't care your reason for now. How will I cover you when I know that covering you up will leave or put me in eternal damnation? How will I cover somebody who killed another person, knowing that at the end of the day you might even turn out? I will be the next victim that you will kill because you know I have the truth. I will be the first person you want to kill. And then you stage probably an accident or stage armed robbery and say that is how I died. And the police should put up a standard investigative structure. Witness protection is crucial. I can tell you for free, if you know what killed Mohbad and you have serious evidence, I will put my number down, or you send me a DM. Find a way to send me a DM. We will make sure if it is possible for you to go and seek asylum and get out of this country. If you think the police will not help you, if you know there is a point police have joined them in threatening you, speak to us. We will find a way to get you out of this country. At least if that is one good thing you will do in your life, you will know certainly I have never aided and abetted anybody who killed, because the burden and the consequence will stand with you forever. I don't care who you are, how close you are to Mohbad, how distant you are to Mohbad. If you know what killed him and you choose to cover it up, tell your command down fún gbogbo team, tell your command down fún gbogbo du. Wọ́n jẹ́ lájẹ yó. Wọ́n ní àwọn tí ì jẹ́ bí. Kò dọ́dọ̀ wọ́n bí. Ṣùgbọ́n tí ìlú bá dáná fún èèyàn kan, ó tí lè gbé ọwọ́ mélòó kọ̀ọ̀kan tó kú sí díẹ̀. Ìlú ló ń béèrè fún justice for Mohbad. Some people in police want justice for Mohbad. Some people in the government want justice for Mohbad. Some people in the court want justice for Mohbad. So whoever is within this circle and is trying to thwart or do the opposite, when God is giving us this very important lifeline, oh my difficult no. So don't be deceived. The truth of the matter is normal procedure, normal policing, láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀. One of the major persons that were supposed to be fully investigated, looking at the nature of death of Mohbad. Immediately, police saw the nature of his death and the moves around bringing nurse, bringing Ejo. She nurse yẹn Ben Kassim. Wọ́n snap ọwọ́ tó ti wú burúkú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n snap ẹ̀ sí ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ wà ní outside Nigeria. Wọ́n dẹ̀ láwọn fẹ́ gbé ọwọ́ yẹn dúró díẹ̀ torí wọn ló máa ń perform miracle. Ó ti mọ̀ pé nǹkan ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n ti fẹ́ ambush ẹ̀, wọ́n ti fẹ́ ti ṣọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀ ẹ́ lọ́wọ́. So kò tẹ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe kò ṣe professional nurse. Nurse tó yẹ pé you don't wọ́n lọ ń gbé ọwọ́ wúlẹ̀ dé. Èèyàn sì lọ lásán bọ̀ ò tí lè mọ̀ kọ́ tó máa fún. So ẹni tó bá gbé ọwọ́ lẹ́dẹ̀ẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn tó wà nílé tọ́jọ́ gbọ́wọ́ lẹ́dẹ̀ẹ́. Police are now investigating. They are not holding those people as the prime suspect láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀. Ẹ wá tó àwa ẹgbẹ́ àwọn handicap. Àwọn ṣe jọ́ chicken of bad. Ẹ máa rí wèrè o. Wàhálà ń bọ̀. Wàhálà gidi. Àwọn tó silent wọn tiẹ̀ tí tẹ́ ẹ̀ gbọ́ pé wọ́n justice Mohbad wọ́n wà lẹ̀. Ẹ wá pull out. Èmi ò bá yín tẹ̀lé pull out. Ọmọ ṣe ń pariwo. All of you go back to my post. If you are honest, take your time. Go back to my post from beginning of justice for Mohbad. Nígbà tó tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mention name. Wọ́n ní ẹ má dárúkọ. Ẹ má dá kéèsì irú, ẹ má dárúkọ. Ẹ jẹ́ kọ́lọ́pàá ṣiṣẹ́. Torí mo ṣe kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀ tí bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú normal advice àtótọ́. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ sáré yí mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ because it's a social media. Àwọn míì tó yẹ pé mi ò rò kúrò, mo kọ̀ wọ́n pé ẹ̀yin tí ń ṣe ti iṣẹ́ tèmi ni pé mò ń ṣe fíìmù, mo dẹ̀ yan human rights. My human rights advocacy is not just for victim only. It's not for things that will please you only. My human rights advocacy, because as an ambassador and a consultant for human, you must speak the truth. You don't want the truth, you cannot get justice when you are abusing the right of one party and covering the right of and allowing the right of the other person. You cannot establish the truth. Ohun tó bá ti lè mú yín tẹ́tí gbà pé with the little information you have, with the little videos that we have, and we could accuse and attack, and some people even went ahead and they unfollowed and they accused Sabilado. Some information ló jẹ́ ká react síbẹ̀. Now investigation ti lọ back and forth pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó irú ikú tó pa Mohbad nínú ilé yẹn. Wọ́n rí pé ó jìnnà sí nǹkan tí àròpá wọn yẹn ṣe. Fine, they might have offended or hurt the guy at a point before, but kò tiẹ̀ ní ṣe pẹ̀lú tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sí because ojúlówó tó yọ ní tó pa ẹni yìí wọ́n mọ̀ pé ní tó pa yẹn must be as a result of maybe physical attack within 48 hours. Ìdí táwọn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rẹ̀ kó wẹ́ àbí wọ́n rán wọlé kọ́ lọ́dún Mohbad pamọ́ lulẹ̀ lọ́ ṣe ránṣọ mọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń threaten ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. So the fact remains that we cannot be safe as a society when we cannot speak the truth to the young people. Young people will continue to be perpetually exploited if you cannot accept and embrace the truth. If you go, come out and own it. That is the only way you can bring proper cleansing. That is the only way you can get proper cleansing. That is when you are raised to speak the truth. I am not doing this because of anybody. I'm not doing this because I am doing this because of my country. I will never be happy if anybody is being sent to prison for a crime he did not commit. The consequence is coming on myself and my children. There are some prophets in the Bible, they were punished solely because they refused to speak up. why most people are being punished. That is why most of the concerns and most of the torture, the turmoil you are going through in this country, altogether, is not because you are part of those that perpetrated the crime, but because you chose to be silent and you chose to be a coward. Murder is a serious crime. It attracts capital punishment. Because it can be recovered. That capital, honorable members, they fight themselves in the house. Honorable members, they fight themselves in the house. Footballers, they fight themselves. But in the case of your intention over determine. Some murder might be manslaughter. Me intention àti pa. Ó lagi mọ́ mi lórí, mi lórí lagi mọ́ lórí padà. Ó dẹ̀ yọ̀ ṣubú, ó dẹ̀ kú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká rí proof ṣé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni. Ọlọ́pàá rí pé mo evidence jẹ́ ká rí pé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni. Ṣé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀? Tabari good. They will change your charges to manslaughter. It doesn't necessarily they will accuse you of murder. If that was the case, they accuse you also. Kí rí pé èèyàn fẹ́ lagi mọ́yàn àbó lagi mọ́yàn. Ẹni yẹn wá try láti defend rẹ̀. You kill the person, but you cannot be sentenced or charged for murder. Ebi máa dá tó síbẹ̀, nítorí pé human rights nìyẹn. Intention onítọ̀hún kò ṣe pé kó lè kópa, ó ń defend ara ẹni. So you cannot charge this person for murder. If the system or the government says, ẹ wo, Ọlọ́run ló pa òyìnbó tó sọ ni murder ni, ẹ charge ẹ fún murder. I will put my life on the line and say, Lord, on your life, báyà lè gbà. Kò ṣe pé òun ló kò ṣe murder lásán. Manslaughter kẹ́ni yẹn lè mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ akọ̀fẹ́ sọ pé má ṣerú ẹ̀ mọ́. Charge him for manslaughter, period. If you come out and defend that, they will say you are supporting a murderer. Human rights is not about trying to look for things that will please. You speak the truth. So Unta of care money because if the youth know the truth and they are informed, then we will start having a better country because most of the things still our young indulge and our don't get involved in is causing a serious setback for the government. The reason why most of the politicians will be like, with the frugal resources available, if we should start doing these things, majority are young. Before they will even accept these basic social amenities, we will have to start begging them, explain to them. And that is why we have to start investing. Don't think that everything is government. To be knowledgeable, to be informed, is not the job of the government. It's the duty of you and I. Do you travel abroad? Do you work in a place where you have access to information? If you die with the information and knowledge you have, you are now a wasteful child. So we should speak the truth to ourselves.
Please share the video. Good evening.
We have to speak the truth to ourselves. So whether you like it or not, we must be able to narrow it down. If they make that petition, so if any of the justices for Mohbad are listening, my NGO was going to do that. But I want to pass the information to the Justice for Mohbad team first. Because already you know. Are you social media now? So if the Justice for Mohbad team, if they are having the right legal support, and they are properly and ready to do the right thing, for the police not to feign ignorance or not knowing that there is any information out there. If you think it is a cause for concern, put up those documentary evidences, burn them down into CD, and then send it with a petition, whether under the auspices of Justice for Mohbad. If anybody is not willing to front or to be the head of this stuff. There must be somebody they can address. There must be somebody they can communicate with. You want to interest. If you are an interested party, you need to come out and say, we are the one asking. We are not violent. We add social information. And we realize that this information is looking like you probably skipped it, or it was covered. You were obstructed. There is likelihood of obstruction of police investigation, which is a criminal offense. We want you to go back and do this. There is no way they want to cover up a natural crime. One man feel mistake and then when you police go back, if they will be honest, because Karimo certainly will give tangible information to the Justice for Mohbad team and will copy the same to the police. So if the police do go ahead to do that and they mess it up, one of the terrible things is to find the police blatantly trying to cover up such a crime like this, or the person that is culpable. One of the things that is very sensitive and dangerous is to allow yourself or your government or anybody, any agent of government, to do the opposite. Only. So when they are telling us there is a phone containing, also, Mohbad also spoke about a particular phone. What happened to the iCloud? Was there CCTV in the house? And then the police should, as a matter of fact, re-interview. Because I will tell you categorically, if you go by the coroner inquest, the only way we can achieve anything tangible with the coroner inquest is that all of us must stand our feet. We must be there. We must put our eyes, put our hearts to it. Because if truly the person that committed the crime is still part of those going to the coroner inquest, I want to trust the justice system. I want to trust those people in charge of the coroner inquest that they would never compromise. But if there is any concern, for me, one truth from what I was told is that it's likely that, I don't know who called Femi Falana to initiate legal support, legal services, which in turn brought about coroner inquest. If it is true that Wunmi is a client, and it is on the behest of Wunmi that the Falana chamber initiated that coroner inquest, we need to double up. So reasonable people in the society will need to stand up, because the poor masses, if the truth should get to them, any of this one you yellow, but justice for Mohbad, I knew how passionate I was when I was on my world tour. And when I began to speak about justice for Mohbad, I pasted my travel ticket that I was going to cut short my tour to return to Nigeria to advocate that justice must be served. On corona, on anything, on Mohbad. All those that new, you can go back to my page and see. So we have to speak the truth. Because at the beginning, there was a time I posted the Yomi and Mohbad, and I was empathizing with them. I was empathizing. So I was not in. I have nothing against Yomi. The only thing is, if they accuse her with what they are saying, I can never be so foolish or so. I am an advocate of justice for Mohbad is bigger than any other person as we speak now. And any mess up, any mistake with this case, it doesn't necessarily have to be that until the government or they sponsor some unrest before it has effect. Some are naturally going to come up. Moses only job to support here to support the children of Israel should be free. It is the kingdom, it is the government of God Almighty that stood by the children of Israel and Moses. And when the government of Pharaoh thinks that he is too powerful, he went ahead with his body language and everything. He said, "Who is that God that will ask me that I should free you?" The moment he made that move and mentioned that stuff, he lost his entire family. He lost his entire kingdom. Signs will come. Signs will come. I don't have to be a pastor before I tell you some certain things. The things are not upright. Things are working on the contrary. Innocent blood are being shed.
I don't go to, but I don't go plant that shit in your story. I don't do I don't get the problem. I'm about to run you. Only the different. Anybody pray for me. They can get down for me.
Cases like these will come up, and it's destroying a lifeline to the young people and to the society. But you know what? I will not fix your murder cases in Nigeria. Person will be killed. I will allow the death. Maybe you will stand up and fix your country by being collectively and united in one voice. You're not God that made Karimo speak, whether she's speaking the truth or not. It's something is telling us. Something is telling the government that, you know what? If you do shabby investigation, if you do emotional investigation, if I am God, I am ready to speak. Those that you never expect to speak are the people that will trust their hearts and they will speak. And then they will know that who is now the enemy of the same country and the same state? Is it you that you choose not to do your job? Is it you that you are trusted with public power, that you choose to cover something as sacred as murder? Is it who is now the enemy of the state? Who should go down under the justice system? Is it those that will now react? That why is this now seen as a cover-up? Is it those that will be speaking of the way I'm speaking and say that why? What happened to the proper investigation in the first place? And if you didn't do it in the first place, now that a new lead is coming up, don't pretend to the people, don't pretend to the public. Rearrange your philosophies. Call your officers and say, you have a new lead on information. The public trust is crucial. Public peace is important. Your children can also be killed in this fashion. Will you want shady or shabby investigation? That you're a police officer does not mean your children are immune to death or murder.
God bless you, sir. Thanks for that.
Understand that this is very important. We need to speak the truth to ourselves and call our consciousness to real things. When you fight and you demand and you fight for the right of others, that is humanity. The essence of life is to ensure that you fight for duty of care, justice, and peace of the other person. This is what we have to consider. How well do you want your children to be safe in a society? A case will serve as a study case, as a template for how we want children and every other person to be safe and secured in our society. Visitors and even Nigerians that traveled abroad, they come to Nigeria on visitation. Why should anybody say, because I think this person has got money, let me go and kill him behind the house, and then the police will now be terror person? How will you feel if people like us will say we're not concerned? How long do we want to continue in sin and ask the grace of God to abound? How long do we have to teach ourselves that human lives are sacred? We need to raise an army of children and next generation that duty of care, the life is valuable in Nigeria. We are the government. We have to give back to who is going to be in government positions. Wash your hands. Can you wash your conscience? If you wash your hands in Mohbad's case, can you wash your conscience? If Mohbad at a point in time, it's the way you're going to pay him back by covering up what you know as a truth, thinking you were going to be killed. Be honest with you. If truly Mohbad was killed before his time, whoever killed Mohbad is not a serial killer. Person has no nerve to kill the next person. I don't care who is behind them. Don't be scared that you'll be killed. And if they've promised you anything, you are getting nothing. Nobody's going to give you nothing. If you have received anything, that is likelihood investigation might trace you back. Be careful of what you collect. Like I said earlier on, no matter how careful you are, if it is a natural crime, you will always think justice. You can never be wiser. We all stood by this same family. I will not remove myself. And a lot of people were thinking, some sort of people were involved because of allegations.
Mm-hmm.
From the video, people about Katerino building, so to Bolara. See, the picture of particular face or each video I don't know to Bolara, because there was no video of where he was beaten, was somebody beat him up. Every other evidences we have did not point directly to anybody eating him. Went after everybody that was accused of getting involved in bullying him. That is how far the justice system and the society wanted to react to whoever killed Mohbad. But despite all that, we were all duty bound to allow the police to investigate and tell us who killed Mohbad. And in the course of investigation, there is a killer somewhere. How can you change your... you don't deserve to be a leader if you change immediately and say, then there's no need for justice for Mohbad. You are a disgusting individual if you think that way. Stand firm. Stand firm. Stand firm. And ensure you do the needful. I will turn around that it might not be Yomi that killed Mohbad. It might be that she knew something. It might not be that. It could be anything. But when we have this kind of lead, we will be doing ourselves a whole lot of injustice if we go sentimental and emotional and say, justice for Mohbad. ajáde ńgbà yẹn nígbà tó máa wọnú ẹ̀ gidi tó bá padà lóòótọ́ eré kọ́mátì lọ́wọ́ máa sá. They have the zeal, they have the genuine mind to fight for justice, for human rights. But because something is always pushing them to always have vendetta, when they are making the struggle, they always fall on the wrong side of the law. So, but at this stage here, it might be positive, or one beres in poor, one ma beres in bebo, one ma no connection, one ma mudile, one ma merule kakiri, Tinubu e Charlie, they won't King Jopa, Washa Shidoba no, Koshia Dajo no. All these things, it is coming when they start to pile up. And if you are giving birth to children, Mohbad ló máa gbọ́dọ̀ máa involve nínú tó ń fa ìbànújẹ́ àti ìpàyíkeke sáyé àwọn èèyàn. Nítorí òfin fún rẹ̀ tó ń wà careful. Even the law itself is still lenient. And it will have fully on mẹ́wàá. Òfin was only just 5 years, because the law is like, I don't want to be harsh on, not to talk about that. You have to understand that the essence of all these laws is to reprimand and correct. Excuse me, please. There are some people from their experience, they have suffered injustice. They know the importance of justice system. They know the importance of standing and fighting for human rights. They know that there was a time they lacked human rights support. That if they had gotten human rights support, they probably would not be punished wrongly. And the moment they have their freedom, they made it a point of call that from today, I will be donating, I will be contributing, I will be volunteering to any matter of justice, of peace, of human rights protection. And they vow they will never derail. The same people will be on social media with you. The same set of people might be a blogger. This set of people can become that it can be a business person. So when they put their lives and neck in things like this, it's not because they just want to talk or because it is a sensational issue. It is because they've made it a point of call. A lot of people are in prison. A lot of people are in prison. Crime they never committed. A lot of people have been killed irrationally. And that is why we need to speak the truth to ourselves. We need to be up and doing. We need to understand that human rights is key and sacrosanct. A lot of ignorant people on social media, they do not understand jack about their rights, what they stand for, and who and what they should be known and to defend. It's very easy for them to blacklist or to come out. There is nothing absolutely that will make me, number one, turn my back on the masses. Number two, make me to lie to the masses for my own self-comfort. No. There are some truths that is going to be so inconvenient. I would rather say it if I know it will hurt the masses, but it will help the masses and it will open the eyes of the masses. Because if in a society like Nigeria, where they've allowed poverty to reign supreme. A lot of people do not know their rights, and when it comes to defending them, one of the terrible people to defend are people that doesn't know their rights. You're fighting for them, and they will be the ones to be your enemy when you are defending and fighting for them. Because one small lie, one small cajole, one small propaganda, they will use to derail them. Somebody like me, I don't believe in all this nonsense they do with social media, comment section, or blogs. I don't own a fake account in my life. I have never created one in my life. I've never reported an account before in my life. I have blocked. I will restrict you. I block you. If I see that your comment does not conform with what I am doing. And that is why it is crucial. Why it is crucial. I'm going to again reinstate police as a matter of urgency. It is a genuine investigation. And the international community are looking. They need to, as a matter of fact, to me, investigate her. Arrest her, investigate her, and know the veracity of the information available. Don't confuse arresting her. When I say arrest, I didn't say arrest and charge her. It is only the police that can, after the investigation, after they arrest her and they investigate the information available and other things, if they notice or they found out that, oh, we didn't see this violation law, then they can charge her. That is for the police to determine. But if the information available or any evidence that will be available, that is available to the family of Mohbad, available to the Justice for Mohbad team, is enough to investigate, to arrest, investigate, and charge, and the police are doing otherwise, they should push it to the public. If the public would really hold on it, will be on the neck of the government, will ensure they do the right thing. They would do the right thing. Let you they will do the right thing. It's possible they attempt. That's why police will have to stand up and defend the institution. They would need to do that. Larry, the only of viewers are blocked. So the page belongs to. I don't believe in all those social media things. Don't get food. It's not my fault. I don't get carried away with all those things. You don't see me. I was never on TikTok before because I want to tell Robuba for that. I tell Robuba. Only fake life. Anybody can say anything else. I just come out and say my own truth. Or something I should not. You have to understand the difference between foundation and non-governmental organization. Our foundation for what they are for personal stuff. There are some non-governmental organizations, they are established based on some key SDGs in the society. And that is why you see people in this Justice for Mohbad stuff. One of the few ways they can hoodwink and fool them is that, I want to be foundation, but I want foundation, I want some foundation, NGOs, non-governmental organization, and governmental organization don't deal with our companionship with the society. There's no way, no how. You can't take human rights out of democracy. So that is why you need to understand. A lot of people don't have a mind of their own. And at the end of the day, one of the ways to achieve failure with the Justice for Mohbad is to create a division in the camp of the Justice for Mohbad. That is one of the ways to finish the MSAS protest. Allow people to come up with different objectives, and those people that think they have a say, they start suspecting our animal, and then they mess things up. when you're seeking justice in this kind of case, you need the unity of the public and the society. And then you need a structured body that can be trusted, people that can follow through. If you don't allow division in that camp, everybody should come under one umbrella, justice for Mohbad. And then there must be trusted person to head it. And those are the people that will be engaging the public, engaging the government parastatals, standing as the intermediary. Select people of quality reputation, because it's bigger than an individual. This is beyond the family. Family wants to say it's family owned. Then if there is need to deceive the family and not give them justice, it's going to be very easy for whoever is planning this, whoever killed Mohbad, family. Then they will be able to achieve whatever they want to achieve. Because when the family is isolated, it's very easy to give them and dump whatever conclusion at the doorstep. So that is why we need to be careful. Those are the things I want to just, give us insight. Search your conscience. Know that we all owe Mohbad that duty to stand firm till the last. 4th of September or August, that sitting has been shifted. So we were going to be probably writing another letter, but we don't even need another letter because the 4th letter to the Commissioner of Police, we have stated that we'll be standing in front of that court at every sitting the coroner is having. So we are not backing down. We're going to be going there in the next sitting. On the 11th of September, I think there is another sitting. It's just that there is no way they are trying to investigate cases of murder like this, and they will be relying on the coroner inquest when police can easily make arrests in the next 24 hours, because time is of the essence, and when justice is unreasonably delayed, denial is to set in. Don't come and buy anybody, buy any shocker. When they use the system of government to present this, that is the end. Consider the question. So, tell about the something. Tell about Bob. I want Obadaju. When you tell them the truth, not all lawyers are radical lawyers or human rights lawyers. This is not about, it's not after any government. Nobody's after any government. Nobody is after anybody in the government. Nobody is after. What we're after is let everybody do the right thing and let's get justice. Yes, we'll write a reminder if necessary. But once information, it's a peaceful assembly. If they don't want us to assemble there, they must tell us why they don't want us to assemble. And if their reasons asking us to assemble is not tenable, we quickly go to court and challenge the police. Why? I will protest. I'm a solo protester. I am for justice for Mohbad. If any other person is also for justice for Mohbad, they can join. I have just said I will be there. So if they now say don't stay there, or call for me legal arrest. But if I know what I have requested is the right thing, it's going to be difficult for them to use the wrong tool of government to deny me of my fundamental rights, not even in front of the court. Impossible. See that job, I need that. No. Let you push ahead, because at the end of the day, I will make effort that my children will see that at least they don't just like people to be free, to be informed. And you only accept here. No. If you are in power, if you are in government, you are in police, you must be happy that people can express their fundamental rights lawfully and peacefully. The same way you are doing whatever you are doing with government position, because it is a law. The law is not for people in government only. It is only because a lot of people are not informed. They don't know their rights. They think when it comes to constitution and the law, it only works for those people in the society. So they don't have anything they benefit and they enjoy as rights too. That you will think when you want to now benefit or to enjoy what is your right, you'll be scared somebody in government or police officer will beat you or kill you. No, this is not a protest that want to change the government. This is not a protest against government. It's just a peaceful assembly to show solidarity. And then they will tell you don't do that, and then you want to go in. You just have to understand the fact that you need to stand up and stand up for yourselves, for ourselves. Duty of care. You understand, please, Nigerians. Don't mind whatever they are writing or putting on the comment section. You understand? This is social media. You should expect that people write. They will think it's actually an issue of one side. I'm far beyond all those nonsense. They don't pitch me against any person. I know who I can pick up and fight in serious cases, not all this social media, blah, 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 blah. Because before you say that, they can say, anything you're not target, anything you're not you for a bone pie, what target me, and let us do the right thing. Continue to support and volunteer. Find a human rights organization to join. Any good one. Or human rights. You need to key into human rights. You cannot fold your hands. If you don't do human rights, you can do other types of NGOs, other type of advocacy in other areas. But that is the way we can be fixing this country one by one, by the fact that we can be able to volunteer and dedicate our time for a struggle that we are not benefiting directly from, but on the long run, the society benefits. When it comes to justice for Mohbad, the only way they would kill the justice for Mohbad is to send the division. I want to create our division. They will start killing those that will give weight and life to the struggle. Because if you do not allow that, normally the police should have taken action now. Then they might take the right step, right inform Olopa, react upon. So let's do the right thing. Let's be focused. Anything that will create division, unfounded suspicion, take it off. There are individuals, there are NGOs that are established, that are well positioned to take up cases and cause things like this, and they are doing well. If they choose to come in, one of the terrible people, what they think they do is let us find a way to, I I don't flourish where there is division. I don't flourish where there is I don't condone loyalty for 1 second. I don't care how far I have been involved in anything. If I notice any disloyalty or you want to stab me in the back, I back out. Because Oniko yo man one man will I won't have any problem if I don't join anybody in my fight. When people start I just live a selfless life. The Nigerian society have contributed so much in my life. Those that I know, those that I don't know, they've done so much for me since I began as a filmmaker. So if I stand up for any Nigerian on any matter, I have not done enough. I have not done enough. I don't know whether Mohbad was my fan or not, whether he has done some, but if you are taking time to see my movie, stream my movie, it has contributed to my success. I want put food in my table. So standing for him or standing for his child, standing for his family is paying back. So don't ever think everything is about social media. I am far beyond that. I'm not in that league. So They just want to create division. They have nothing. They just want to stand on it. They don't even they can't defend that this is a plot to deceive you for a long time so that you get out of it. But real justice, no, 20 can about 40. So that is the only way we can get what we want. And then justice will be served. So until I come your way again, guys, before I go, King Properties is there for you. If you want to invest, whether you want to go into agriculture or you want to go into building your own house, so contact King Properties on Instagram. Send a DM and they will attend to you. That is one of the realest, the biggest and the surest real estate firm. And you can even join them as an investor. You can from 5 million to 100 million. Contact them. They're lawyers, the company, they're the ambassador. So do business with them and you'll never regret it. And of course, if you have a dream and desire to become an actor or actress, you have that dream and you need a platform or you just want somebody to teach you and give you that strong fame. Forget about it. We are still here to give you that hope. So just send a DM and then tell you on how to obtain form and pay registration and get on with your career. We just want to pass the button. But they gave us the chance to become who we are in the industry. I'm not going to be here forever. You're not going to be here forever, but I want to play my part as much as I can to make the society a better one for myself and the next generation. So guys, let's focus on justice for Mohbad and let us continue to stand by what is right. I will do my bit, but trust me, they will stand and defend human rights to the biggest, and to the apogee of what is required in the society. Stand by what is right, stand by the truth, and be the best you can online and offline.
Thank you, Yomi. God bless you. We thank you so much. More grace and we shall carry it on. Justice we shall get.
I don't put you, but I don't go plans that I'm sorry. I don't be free. I don't get people. I'm about to people who are you. Oh, you just pray. That's what they pray for me. Make them talk for me. Me, I don't go to school.
Said yes, this didn't happen. Then they can also say, yes, at him when he will shaking it before they can say they want to start arresting people. And we've said it. I don't think we need to miss what we need to change. What for me personally, I don't say every one of us because we have different opinion on this. And G-Babe was saying something in the comment that some of the things he's saying, we've said some of those things. But we need to reiterate again that he's an NGO person. Like he's coming from the fact that he owns an NGO and he's calling on the go, and that's what normally a normal NGO should be doing in our society. Human rights attack the person that is seeking for justice for his son. He's not done it. He's only on TikTok. We are seeing such. He's only on TikTok. I've seen this thing, this nonsense happening. And it's a take home to any of us. Yomi Fabiyi is asking the government questions. He's challenging the Nigerian police to do the needful. In our justice system, they are the ones. And they're executing the law. It is their job. It is their job, and it's challenging them to do the right thing. You can't be telling the person that is some spy that never thought it's going to happen and be saying He should do the needful. He should do the minimum. He should do kidney. As if it has happened to you before. And maybe when it happens to you, you cannot come and tell us how you're going to do it. And he's saying the Nigerian police need to do what they need to do. It is their job. When you report a crime, Nigerian police, they know what to do. They went to police college now. Not that they just became police. They went through rigorous training. They know what to do. And that is what we've been talking about for the past 11 months now. We can't continue to be saying the same thing all over again, and why Ellie Baby was saying we should why announce the protest. Anybody can stage a peace walkout anywhere. It is enshrined in our constitution. Because the way Nigeria is, that's why you're afraid of all these things. And he said something again, that nobody can stop anyone from talking about justice. So far, which I always say, so far you're not threatening the national security of Nigeria. DSS cannot come to my house, come and knock on my door and say, why are you talking about justice for Mohbad? Because it's a normal thing. This thing that we can talk about. Justice for the other person that wants justice, the other person that inflicted injustice on that person. So, Yomi Fabiyi, fantastic. 11th of September, will come to the inquest outside of the gate and just show a placard in solidarity. We can always say 1 year anniversary, no justice yet. We have so many things that we're going to put on the placard on that day, and hopefully we're going to have a big turnout for that solidarity. We are not challenging, we are not attacking government there. We are not trying to say government is this. We're just doing so the world will know. We also need media attention on that day, so that they can know that we are still talking about just for Mohbad, because it won't make sense that we have these numbers on social media like TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and we are not showing that numbers on the line. We know we might be busy and all that, but the world needs to know that we're still talking about this justice for Mohbad. And thank you so much, Fabiyi. For it, we need more people. If we have people like this talking, people eyes go down clear away. You get people eyes don't know clear. Then if you say we don't want to happen for that day, then that's happen for that day. So we need to encourage more people to talking about this thing, and we won't digress on this. And I want to appreciate each talk again. Okay, Tim Attila for also playing the streaming for us today. Thank you so much, each talk.
Mama Tila, can I say something? Because I'm going to. Sorry.
Okay,
I will listen to everything Yomi said. He has said a lot, the same thing. But one thing I found, my own opinion, meet Karima, support Karima, no. So it's still no for me. I'm not hating Karima, but no. Now, I want to say something. Talking about police problem in Nigeria and this NGO, whatever. I will tell you, it is not only on Mohbad now. There is even a serious case. This is it Andrew that was spying by this police? This den of a guy in UK, I think it's a Kogiga, is really seriously picking on them. They are still looking for 2 ladies. They know what they are doing. You think it's Harrison? Sorry, some of you must have heard about it. Harrison is a was the human right Yomi. Even he has been, to some people, has been compromised. You can see how the thing is working. It's only God intervention that can save this country. With the problem of police, the judiciary, it's a lot. It's not only Mohbad. This guy Ben is every time coming now. He got evidences. Yomi hasn't even got evidences. Some people said he has investigated. I said, why didn't he join us for the beginning? He said he was investigating. Then what he investigated, he needs to tell us. They said, oh, they're little, maybe later. For how long? We need to be serious. Listen, it's not about the talking. I'm not saying Yomi hasn't got his point. But when he's saying the human rights, you think they have voice in Nigeria, human rights. Not even you, Yomi. I'm telling you. Sorry, I know you lost the Baba Ijesha case. You lost it that time. Maybe it was a personal thing between you and that Olosho woman. Honestly, all this let the police do the job. Look at the Andrew. There was real evidences Andrew gave to his friend, not even through phone, through everything, through picture. What have they done today? This even involve Ghana embassy and Nigeria and even UK. Me, I digest it, I listen, I digest before I can assimilate. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be moved by any other person. No, I'm not. I know. Sorry. I'm not talking about Karimo. What I'm saying is that what Yomi was saying, I was referring to Yomi. Sorry, Justin Vicky. That was why I mentioned the name. They were like, oh, support this lady, support for. I mean, if I counted, he said it more than 10 times, repeated it. But what I'm saying, it will take the intervention of God. I'm telling you, with all our action, we have done enough. We have intellectual among us. They have analyzed all these things for me saying. And they should have joined us initially. Honestly, I'm not saying that why now he wants to join us is never too late. But what I'm saying, talking about police, all this, is everywhere. And that's why I brought the case study of that Andrew something and Harrison and this Ben guy. Ben even had interview with the police on the show. They are there listening, they are doing meeting. This is a serious case. We should just continue with what we are doing here. And if anybody, the NGO, whatever, or the people in the music industry wants to join, whether they should join. Let everybody loud their voices. But for someone now coming, because I'm coming out today, talking, I can pick some point for you. He wants to go on that day, he should come. People have been going to the inquest, to rally, or to talk. But it's more than that. So to me, I don't know, like the Oladimeyi said, he picked some point. To me, it's just some of our intellectual hosts and panelists have already said. To me, there is nothing more. Whether NGO or human rights, they don't listen. The government don't listen to Nigeria NGO again. Human rights, they don't respect them. Even they are even bribing some of them. Look at Harrison. Harrison, that the money that was taken. They said the person bride, one of the Ghanaian lady husband gave to them. The police, he went to collect the money. What's an NGO doing with money, cash? I'll be following Mohbad's case. I'll be listening to their own, but I stay more on Mohbad than that side. It's still on. We are doing our best here. Somebody come out and be saying Yomi Fabiyi. I know Yomi has been always fighting with Iyabo. People will say, oh, maybe because of Shekpeteri. Fine. If you want to join, fine. But not telling me go and join this, support this. For my own opinion, please. That's it. It's only God, and we continue to pray, and with all the action we are doing. We know they be attacking Baba. That is why we are fighting. We don't want this Baba to be insulted, to be dragged. That is the reason. So I submit my mind now for now. Thank you.
Can you go on, please? Okay. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, everybody. Akwataro. Though I don't know, probably we've not joined. Joined his stream when he said the people should support Karimo. But the thing I heard was we should try to collate all the videos, the audio, the evidences that Karimo gave, that if we can do such, like everything, compile everything together, and then for the fact that this thing is coming directly from the family, probably we can send it to the to the police and let them investigate all those things. I think that's what I heard he said anyway. But even at that, if he said people should join Karimo, that's his own opinion. It's not left to anybody that wants to do that. It's not up to us. And it's not something
I'm very sorry for cutting short. We're going to set the record straight, please. You never said we should support Karimo. He's only saying the Nigerian police should use what Karimo is saying on a TikTok to either investigate or arrest Wunmi. He never said, what that we should know. We need to be clear there. What he said that what Karimo is saying should be used by the police to either investigate further or arrest Wunmi.
Thank you.
Barrister Laide, thank you. Please let me quickly make my submission. Please.
Okay.
Please, I'm at work.
No, she has not finished. But I just needed to. I just needed to. I'm very sorry. I just needed to.
Come on, Mommy Elizabeth. Come on.
Yeah. Thank you, love. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, Timatila. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Timatila. Thank you so much. I hope my sister G-Baby is still there. I was trying to explain to her because immediately I saw Yomi online, I joined. Exactly what Barrister Laide said is what he said. And I've been trying to explain to her, please don't, Yomi Fabiyi too is a voice on the Instagram. We need people like that. Those who are attacking Baba, we need someone like that too. That's why I was saying we should all join him because they were bashing him seriously on that, in that is a talk show.
People now.
So please, G-Babe, always be calm. Please. He didn't say we should join Karima or anything. He didn't say that. Let me finish. Please, I'm at work, please.
Yes, I know you're at work.
I'm at work, please.
Don't refer to me that should be
Yes,
calm.
I'm doing because I've been trying to correct you. You're always very hot when it comes. Let us calm down. Let us calm down.
I want to correct you.
Let us calm down. It's not too good the way you keep attacking people.
You have to listen to me.
This man Yomi didn't say we should go and join Karima. He said, no. You should be people are telling you now. Try to correct yourself.
No,
you are too hot.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't be calm.
Thank you.
You are spoiling everything.
Don't tell me to be calm, man.
You are spoiling things.
This is me.
Please now.
No, mommy, I want you to accept me too. Don't judge me this way. You don't know me. This is my voice.
Why are you twisting the
I'm
word?
just saying my own opinion. And by the way, I said it. Why are you referring to me again? Say your own. Say your own. Don't
Yes,
refer to me.
It's okay, my mommy G-Baby. It's okay,
Let me start too.
No, mommy Timatila.
Timatila is not sorry. Timatila is not clean. I have to interject just to clear some stuff. No. Don't worry. Please, it's fine. Timatila, please, can you just
anyway, that one is settled. We don't have to go on and on about all these unnecessary things, honestly. Yes, that's that. But the thing is, he said some reasonable stuff that we believe we can really pick on, and then though he advised everybody to come together, blah blah blah, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. You can't really force anybody. We are all adults, you believe whatever you believe in. If you know that is what you want to do, nobody is going to force you to anyone's side, but it doesn't really like it doesn't really mean that we're not really on the same cause. We are not fighting for the same cause, but we are all individuals. That's the way I would say it. So, and I just believe, me as a person, where I would stay is where I believe we have the same mindset, that I share the same thinking, my thought and everything is the same. That is where I will stay. So that is just that. But that doesn't mean that we're not fighting for the same cause. That doesn't mean that we hate or we are hating on anybody, or I'm against anybody. But we just do. I'll just be where I believe. I'm really like I share the same mind with. So that's just that. The thing is, what I will advise us to do most now is, he says something, everybody voices, all our voices is really, really important, regardless whether you are activist or you're not activist. Even when you're activist, yes, it's still we are all important, to be honest. Yomi Fabiyi is important in his own things. Anything that he's doing is still I believe, it's still going to make a difference. It's still really like something that will still be effective. And everything, like what we are doing on this social media, who knows me? I'm not really doing this, but because of Mohbad, I'm doing this. So, but my voice, I still believe people still listen to my voice. I still believe my voice still counts. So we can't really rule anyone out. So in as much we are fighting for this cause. He said something. Duty of care. We all own Mohbad. This thing we are doing is not a joke. We all own Mohbad to do this, to fight, to seek for who by this boy. That statement is so important. And he says so many things anyway. Me, I picked so many things in what he said anyway. So I don't want us to be dragging like this is what he said. We clear that one, please. No grudges, no hard feelings, nothing, please. One love here is one love, is still one love. We have to stick together. This platform is stand for peace. And I'm really feel welcome here. And I have my peace here. So please, let's keep it like that. Thank you so much for now. Thank you.
Actually, I was on Yomi Fabiyi's show. To be honest, the guy delivered. In fact, I came up just to advocate for him that please, justice fighter. Emma Jekama so pe kokomi as in at times. See that Instagram, I need the more mouth on that Instagram. We need mouth on that Instagram. We know that na Shekpeteri advocates and la Obosulele advocates and Oboleki advocates plenty for that Instagram. So we need people that will be our voice there so that at least about Mount Sibeye. They won't be there and be constituting nuisance because there today, mama report can't be tired. Should be mo show one shege bara banza. So let's always mount IG takatiri and touch justice for Mohbad. Because Yomi tried today, he was very blunt. Anybody. He was very blunt. He give them the peace. One need the last door. Let them hug transformer. But Yomi delivered. So please, someone is on Instagram. To get part of us, let's go there. Let's try and be there. Let's try and dominate the comment section. It's very important. When you remove if they tell them, it's not like that, it's not about to it's not like that. No point in the comment section. They will be confused. They'll be like, I be want to say paronike. But if they notice that I want positive vibes, no come on the comment section like justice for Mohbad. Arrest everyone in that house. All of us start investigating. We can't be waiting again. People like it's true now. See thorough investigation. Why will everything just be as cold as Imuaja like this? So please, but Yomi Fabiyi, kudos to you. You delivered. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Emma Jao, Cherish, if you like me, enjoy yourself. All of everybody, because they just see you.
We are going to, I've sent a brief to Mr. Luatusin. So the petition against him stop.
My dear son, my dear son, my darling, I'm so sorry. You know I don't get this. I know like this. I don't even talk much. Yeah, but I hope my darling sister G-Baby is there. What I'm trying to say is that please let's join hands. We need more people for this movement. Please. Well,
it's fine, man.
Yeah, if anybody is explaining anything, just calm down. Just listen to them, please. We don't know it all. We are all learning. Yeah. Thank you very much. But all what Yomi Fabiyi did today and said, "Oh, it was. I'm so happy about it." Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Barrister Laide. God bless. Thank you, Timatila. Yes, Anime. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Have you drink sober today?
I think I'm sorry. Let me just quickly say something. It's good. We need a voice on Instagram. I think for now, Fabiyi is the one that can still be giving us that voice. We too can be coming on IG to be doing our own live as maybe one of the hosts. I've tried to do it, but I usually don't have that strength. But I'll try my best. Like, can have an interactive session, just like a Lone Ranger one that he did. Like maybe 4 of us can just be talking and can bring people on board to be talking on IG as well. And at least we are doing on next Saturdays, maybe Sundays we can come on IG. This strategy to let people know what is
I would
going on.
love to participate.
Yeah, so we can have a like interaction. It won't be like the normal TikTok, it's going to be conversation like that. So I've been trying to reach out to some people, but they are also busy. You know, it's not easy trying to do. But maybe very soon, maybe this weekend or next week, Sunday, can try 1 or 2 things and at least to get the conversation going. It's good. We'll try the Instagram as well, and at least we've gone X.
Morale. Yeah?
Yeah, Moro, I reached out to her. We tried to do Moro and someone else, but that day Baba was on live. We planned to go on X. Like what I'm saying now, Moro and Gold. Yeah. 3 of us was trying to do something. But because Baba was on live on that day, so we had to like, okay, because we don't know if Baba will be coming on live Sunday again. If he comes again, it might have our plan. So maybe this Sunday we'll try it and let's see how it pans out. I will try to throw out the info to everyone. I think we need to go to that Instagram as well and let's try something there. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Barrister Laide, for that one. I think for now, Baba might not be coming out on the live stream for anything. We understand for now, so we can go ahead with all our plans as it concerns social media platform. Waiting Baba won't come talk again. Understand? For him to come outside again and people will start recording him and people will start doing all manner of things to him. You understand? So if there's any need for anything, let everybody go and source it from anywhere they want to go and source it from. You understand? You say Baba will come online, and at the end of the day, so gist, people won't come gist.
You understand?
That's not
àṣìṣì àtàwọn tó máa decide láti máa constitute nuisance tẹ máa wá kí bàbá wa bá yín settle ẹ ara yín bàbá ò jẹ́ fún anything nǹkan tó bá wù yín ni kẹ́ believe bàbá is not coming if we are telling you kẹ́ máa farabalẹ̀ tẹ́ máa lọ máa fa gùn tẹ́ bá ti wá fa gùn and you expect bàbá should come out and come address kill you people there bàbá is not coming out ẹ lọ cause anything tẹ́ bá fẹ́ cause he is not going to come out ẹ tètè gbọ́.
That's just it. Yeah. Love, thank you. Don't expect him to come out just like that. Don't go and look for trouble and expect Baba to come and settle it for you. He doesn't have it. What other questions do you want to ask him? Embalmment, he has already answered. What questions do you want to ask him that he has not answered? Let's just allow the man to work.
Tell you a question.
Okay, but we go slow.
One of the questions is Baba know a lot. Baba is hiding so much from us. Baba will not tell us anything.
Baba should do the needful. He should do the needful.
Baba come out and do the needful now. Not a lot. There's something Baba is hiding. Baba come out and tell us what you are hiding.
Mommy, you laugh. You want to watch violence.
This is not violence. So I'm sharing you. We just don't. See my face, so this is not my real face. So you see here.
In fact, èyí ni mo mọ ẹni tí ṣe fi violence ẹjọ́ but mi ò ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀.
Lady yes and amen. Lady yes and amen. Kí ló dé kí lè sọ kí lè gbé kí lè jù. Ẹ ṣọ́ra o. Àwa ò mẹ́ni kankan. Àwa rí kankan. See ya.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate everybody too. You see, Mommy GB and Mommy Elizabeth, they were talking. You expect me to unmute my mic and say something, Abby? Two mothers are having conversation, and you expect to ask for
Have you, good evening, sir. Have you closed for work? Welcome, sir. Because
You know, Joy, you want to use Uber to go and carry him. I don't get.
no, because yesterday, let me say this morning around 4 something, I saw his talk on another platform saying, "Wow, this guy is not sleeping." And there's a lot of beautiful ladies there, and I was wondering that when will the marriage take place? After the justice or
I will say that don't see and go.
no, I know that he always go to that platform. I always saw him there, yeah. I always saw him in that platform.
Okay.
Yeah, I always saw him. Yeah, it's my matchmaking. Yeah, I was wondering that very soon we will see the banner of invitation card for marriage, so that everybody will get married. Get ready, so that I will know the place I will participate.
Okay.
Maybe the wine session. Or the picker. Maybe I will do the picker.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's my boss's platform on TikTok. That's my boss's platform. So once in a while, when he wants to do humanitarian services, I'm always available. But when he wants to do matchmaking, I'm not really. I just be in the comment section, anyways. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for that. So concerning Yomi Fabiyi, but first, before I go to Yomi Fabiyi, we've spent over 7 hours. In the next 30 minutes, would have spent over 8 hours on this platform since morning. It's not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. Since morning, Mommy Tomatila has been here, Mommy G has been here. You know, everybody, Barrister Laide, Mommy Gustav, everybody has been here since morning. It's not easy. One thing that is not actually easy is hosting. Hosting is not easy. Do you know that while Yomi Fabiyi was talking, I slept off? I slept off. That's the reason why you saw my eyes the other time. I was just looking like dummy, like I slept off. So kudos to all the hosts, all of the hosts. Kudos to them. Most usually those that, you know, are always available, like almost every day, they are always online. Kudos to them. Kudos to them. Thank you, Popsy Joy. Thank you so much. So concerning, but you know if I would, because you know if I would. Concerning Yomi Fabiyi, yeah, like I said earlier on, is an activist, and when the issue of justice for Mohbad happened, he has been around, and every one of us we've been around. At a point in time, some of us will take a break, we'll come back, we'll take a break, we'll come back, we'll take a break, we'll come back. You know, so I have the contact of some people that they've taken a break now. I still have like 4 or 5 people. They take a break, they come back, they take a break. So everybody is welcome, whether you're just joining today or you've been part of us for the past 9 months or 10 months. And as much as you're going to help us make a positive impact, you know, we will have you. You are welcome. You are welcome. And I want to appreciate us for adhering strictly to the rules and regulation of the platform. No Karima issue or whatever. We don't have to give them unnecessary publicity. I'm not saying whatever. I'm just saying for the peace of the platform. I think we've been having this platform. We've been hosting this live since morning now. There's no chaos. There's everything is going well. There's nothing like take my own, take your own, take my. Everybody's giving their submission. We'll laugh and you understand, we'll celebrate, then we'll come back. Now, need I say this? This is just a little break before we go to that nurse Faisha. Give me I can't see if there's anything I'm going to forget in just I can't forget this nurse. Again, it's not possible for me to forget this nurse and spending. The two of them are like, they're like this. Never. See, if I come online every day, I go talk about the nurse every day. Now, with a day. Mommy Akweke, this level where we are now, if Mohammed will not go and meet Mountain will go and meet Mohammed. This where we are. Okay. Because hey, Prince Oladimeyi, good afternoon, good evening, sir. Where we are now, at this junction, where we are, I want to assure everybody that the nurse know the escape. Igele no fi ṣe nurse yẹn fún wa. Agbe oke jule ni. A máa gbé tamajele, but this time around, it's not be possible. Now let me quickly go ahead and say this. Let me say this. You remember there was this day I came here and I announced to us that one of us,
Karimo is part of them. They stole Mohbad's money. They have been extorting Mohbad. All of them are the same.
Right now,
all of them are the same. All of them are the same. Yes, exactly. Credit card is not free money now. You can't just be using your credit card without knowing how to pay your money back. So what Karimo is doing is absolutely nonsense. Why is she revealing her mother's secret without telling us her own? If truly you want to confess, it's about you, not about your mom, not about your sister. Nonsense. They are gullible followers that they can be doing rubbish with, you know. That is why I didn't even record any of rubbish and put on my page. I'm not interested because I know she's joking.
The most important thing is that we can see that this person is part of the family and she has information. She knows a lot of things. So
they are waiting for her. Yeah, they are waiting for her. The corona request. They said she's going to talk very soon on that day. Yeah, they've invited her already. She said
she doesn't want to talk to anybody anymore.
She's crazy. Oh. Hold on. Let's see how she's going to come back on this social media without talking. Karimo is doing now. She's using social media to pass her time. Karimo has lost a good job.
What about
she has lost a good job?
The one that said, Karimo ni mo ma tẹ̀lé o, máa bá ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ. Karimo là ń tẹ̀lé o, máa lè jí wa lọ.
Gbogbo nǹkan tó pamọ́ ojú Ọlọ́run ló tó gbogbo ẹ̀ lójú ẹ̀ máa ń gbó. Ojú ló ń kọ yín. Ojú ló ń kọ yín. You are just in